Relax, Veselina. You look so tense. I have been practicing doing nothing this morning. For a while I spent looking at endless dog and cat photos put up on Facebook, my feed. But doesn't Facebook know I'm interested in other things too? So now I can't like or put any remarks on those cute cat or dog posts for a while. Otherwise, I'll never get out of doggy and kitty land on Facebook. And then what will I do with my life? Do you consciously practice to relax? This morning, I tried again, like usual, to just become nothing. Although I didn't use those words because that would be giving it a conceptual box. I just kept letting go of everything. And I felt all of the tension flowing out of my body. And my attention then really getting into my own body as it feels here and now. Can you do that now? Just let your consciousness descend away from your head into your body. And feel the tension there. Unless you're a really, really advanced meditator. You'll always find some tension in whatever you're doing. The tension leaves once you have no expectations of the outcome of whatever you're doing. Yesterday I spent over an hour looking at Facebook photos of turtles or tortoises over 100 years old. Some claim the large tortoises can even live to be 500 years old. So what? That doesn't affect me. You know what total relaxation both feels and what it means? When you're totally defenseless in this world, and accept that whatever happens, you have no control over it. It isn't just a spiritual technique in order to drop deeper into yourself, but you become more and more aware of your body in an entirely different way than you did before. When you have no mind, so to speak. The feeling is that all your tension has left you, and you have nothing rising inside, expecting any other than what is. This becomes an exploration of emptiness. And by emptiness, I mean the emptiness of all intent, in expectations and intentions of me as a human being. That is, I have no internal drive to go other than where I am and to do other than what I'm doing. I don't yearn for a new Chevy or Ford or Cadillac, a new house, a new wife, or anything like that. And I'm pretty relaxed because of that. When I look around me and I see my cat in the tree over there, he's been asleep in that same position for at least a half an hour, maybe more. He hasn't moved at all. I know how relaxed he must feel. Would you ever have imagined in life, before coming into spirituality, that the peak experience a human can have is wanting nothing, expecting nothing, and just be in the present with their own body and their own brain, and finding really have no desire to be elsewhere. The endless ads on the internet and on television for automobiles, beauty products, health products, just annoy you because you're looking for something that's either more peaceful or has more content relative to the things I'm interested in, which is more or less nothing. A spiritual teacher interested in nothing. Guiding his students to becoming bumps on a log. To a life of doing nothing except responding appropriately to what's presented to you in your life. Right now, I have nothing on my mind. I'm really exquisitely happy. Just feeling myself descend into my own body and losing my mind. You see, I can understand and actually feel and actually see the mind as an independent entity within me that is not me, but it's sort of a machine. That has the constant potential for changing things, for getting things, or daydreaming about getting things. And we're usually captured by this desire to get more or more exclusive or more deeply spiritual, heartfelt, total openings, or whatever words you want to use. But instead, just relax and fall into your body. The body's there. But my body doesn't want to do anything. I don't want to eat. I don't want to pee. I don't want to look at any more pictures of puppies and cats on Facebook. I come to Facebook to look for conflict. I want to see conflict. But shit, Facebook takes a look at the things I've been looking at for the last week or so and decides puppies and kitties are it. So I get endless cute puppy pictures with the puppy saying supposedly inside, "Can't I get a like from you?" And I see that the post has gotten like 11,000 likes. But you know, that dog hasn't received one like, really. It's just the damn person that put up the post of the cute dog. The dog got shit out of it. one that gets out of it is the person who posted it. It's 11,000 likes. Wow. What an internet master he is. He knows exactly what to post. People that are so trivial that they laugh at anything or go ooh or ah over anything. It can't capture deep people like me who don't give a shit about anything. I ask you, what does anyone have to offer to attract everyone that doesn't want anything? That's a conundrum. Do you think you're advanced spiritually? Watch what attracts you on Facebook. Watch what attracts you on television. Watch the kind of crap you watch. Find out why you want to watch it. Now, Karima likes every kind of cuddly animal post you can find on the internet. Well, I enjoy seeing them too, but not as the constant and only diet. I want to see some assholes ripping up other assholes over trivia. And then I could feel superior because I'm above such things. Did you pass your test, Veselina? Was it even close?
Yeah, I don't know. I picked nice questions, but I had doubts that I know well. Two of them, and I said, I give up.
How old do you think you'll be before you finally pass those last two tests? 40? 45?
Yeah, it could be. It's possible. With me, it's possible.
How are your cats? How are your cats?
Oh, well, they're all right. They're feeling very hot because it's very warm outside, and they don't want to come in the cold room. So they're just laying in the hot rooms.
They don't like the cold room?
Well, they kind of like it, but I guess they don't prefer it.
What about you?
I know I like it here better.
Me too. I like cooler better. Life really changes. When you feel like you've totally fallen into your own self. And in my case now, that means into a body-mind that really has nothing to do. And really doesn't look for anything to do. I'm done. And in that doneness, I find a new world of embodied experience. Most people in their lives don't have this kind of experience often, because they're used to doing things. And they think that happiness is in the doing and growing and changing. But I find happiness in the experience of being immersed in my own body. With my attention going nowhere in particular, but being aware of the totality of my body and the environment around me immediately. I don't want anything else. The experience of being mindless in my own body is often ecstatic. Because you're no longer looking for new experiences or repetition of old ones. You're resting and grounded into your own being that wants nothing, expects nothing, is afraid of nothing, avoids nothing. And to be such is to be really totally undefended, and yet in no way insecure about being undefended, because there's nothing out there that anybody would take from you or harm. You become ever more aware that what you really are from this point of view is awareness itself. And everything you're aware of is an object in your awareness. And since there's no weight given to any of your actions, you're really not trying to attain anything. The person you are is unaffected by what you do. When you're free of human desire and entanglements, you're immensely happy, because you're experiencing your body totally and everything that comes through the body, especially the experience of beingness, itself. You in this position are able to totally experience the incredible sensation of existing without intention, without fear, without agenda. And your body is totally, totally relaxed. Much like Chris appears to be. Don't you ever really feel like just giving up? No longer doing that daily shit, which is progressing through menus and expectations and constant programming. But we can just sit or lie and do nothing in absolute contentment and happiness. Who would have known that it feels like this? To be so deeply, deeply embedded in my own beingness, such that I can really isolate the feeling of beingness. And it has to do just with being an alive receptor of the totality of existence as experienced by me in the moment. And I can just marvel the way I feel. To be complete, contented, open, and happy. And it comes through attaining nothing, really, except the drive to become nothing. And what happens when you become nothing? You really then become everything. Because there's nothing in particular on your mind or in your attention other than you. Nowhere inside of you, though, can you find a name, Edward or Josh or Mark or Eddie or Eric. Those are names others give you for the convention of being able to speak to each other instead of saying, hey, you. There's nothing I want. I'm quite content just being myself, but without any idea of what that means. I drop mind. I drop words. I drop the concept of enlightenment. I'm aware of nothing but the energy field, which is my body, as well as the noises and feel of the environment around me. I feel no desire to move. I'm good here. You should be too. Drop your mind. Drop your attention, intention. And just be as you are. Sink into your body, Vesselina. Sink into your body, Jay. What you want to do is to experience yourself in your most basic state, which is to be awake, aware of your own beingness, your own body, your own energy fields, and also be a person that wants nothing in the world. Want nothing, feel everything. Search your body for tension. tension prevents you from totally resting in yourself. And you have to learn how to relax that before you can totally rest in your own body, in the here and now. Feeling is that you returned totally to your own self, your own body, your own mind. You're longing after nothing or nobody or anybody. You're a limp noodle, watching everything, experiencing everything. Sing to yourself. Miss Alina, you look distracted. Something's on your mind. Your cats are distracting you. You need lazier cats. Cats that do nothing. Eddie, what are you feeling as nothing? Chris, what are you experiencing as nothing?
It was just your voice. That's all I was experiencing for a while now. And when you weren't speaking in the silence, it didn't feel like it. Maybe your guidance to feel nothing. I didn't feel spaciousness or anything. It was just your voice, or the sound of the refrigerator, or the sound of the cat. But when things were quiet, it was just nothing really. I mean, like I said, maybe I was just responding to your voice in that way, but that's what it felt like. But I wasn't asleep. I knew I was awake. There wasn't my body, and there wasn't any Chris. It was just almost like waiting for something to happen, just sitting there. And when things would happen, there'd be a sound or something, and then nothing.
Imagine to be able to experience yourself when you want nothing, you expect nothing, you know nothing. And you settle into your own body. And you know it now more intimately than ever before. Because you can attend to your body without any reason to do so or in an effort to attain anything. sinking ever deeper. Into your mindless self. Occupying the doing of nothingness fully. Isn't it strange? The less I do, the deeper and more radiant I become. People are used to communicating and expecting people to be a certain way. But if you don't have any of those things left in you, you can have unique experiences. Who would have known? Wisdom comes when you no longer want anything or expect anything. Feel your body expand until it eats up your entire universe. I'm looking to stay immersed in the totality of my experience sitting here. Watching what attracts my attention out of that background. And it's usually me, my own body, my energy field. When you're sitting still, it's really hard to know for sure that you have a body, because what you experience is not the solid body that you see that can bend and twist, but it's a powerful energy field. And over a period of years, it's more and more intense. And you can have some very intense experiences, ecstatic experiences, arising from nothingness and stillness. Because in a way, it's like being asleep in an awake world. And you're seeing yourself rested. You're feeling yourself rested, comfortable, free. Just be yourself now. And when you're self, you have no idea what you are, because you're immersed in a different field of being. I remember it frequently. This beingness will get so intense, the experience of it. Well, it's highly ecstatic. You're no longer a human being, but your energies. Stay sitting, enjoying your own emptiness, your own nothingness, your own beingness, or whatever words you want to use. Leave your mind behind. Soon you should be able to experience the mind as a totality, as something inside of that shell. You would never have believed this before, but you can see your mind as kind of a regulated and confined disturbance. That call is not for you. Don't even think of answering. Your pure beingness is your base state. And when you're nothing, you can know that. Stay this way for another 15 minutes, if you can. Or just fall away then.
Recording stopped.